This is my audience.
Oh.
Did you know that there are tenfold the number of elderly people 65 and older alive today than in 1900? Research conducted by OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, found that in 1900, only 100,000 Americans lived to be 85 plus. But by 2010, that number has grown to 5.5 million, which makes this the fastest growing age group of elders. Time does not permit for me to give all the details of the fast growing group, so I'll just use two words: baby boomers. Further research predicts that by 2050, the 85 plus age group will reach 19 million. 24% of older adults and 5% of the total population. Yes, by 2050, the elderly 80 plus are set to double in the United States. Now you may ask, why is this important to you when you are only in your 30s or 40s? Well, with the number of elderly living longer, there are also some important factors to take into consideration. Number one, although living longer and healthier are good things, we are to take into consideration if there will be enough family or non-medical caregivers to take care of our elderly loved ones who will experience loss of function. Loss of function being that as you age, there is a natural process that takes place. Sometimes people, their hearing isn't as well, their seeing isn't as well, they're not able to bathe themselves, they're not able to feed themselves, or in some cases they may lose their swallow, and also sometimes chronic diseases do come into play, such as heart diseases, diabetes, and hypertension. Okay. Number two, will there be enough finances in our country to continue to care for our elderly since they are staying on Social Security longer? It's something to really think about. Will the Social Security last? How are we going to have the finances to take care of our loved ones? These are two very important factors that we should begin to prepare for now, rather than wait until the time arises. And as we know that as people continue to get older, somewhere in our family, somebody's going to get older. Yeah. So we need to start thinking about that now. And as most of you know, I am a primary caregiver for my 89-year-old mother who lives in my home with me, who has loss of function. So I am a living example of this very thing that I'm talking about. We have a very important person in our audience today. Her name is Stephanie. And she has just turned 65.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Which puts her in this group that I have just been speaking about. Stephanie?
Yes.
In one or two words, could you sum up how you feel about this information I just shared with you?
Well, it is a concern of mine. With getting older, I do wonder about the Social Security.
Thank you, Stephanie. In conclusion, our elderly in the United States are living longer and growing at a fast rate. What will you do? What will you do to prepare for your loved ones as they age? Thank you. And this is my audience. Once again,